Everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to make your own custom firmware pack. I've been busy, don't really have time to make videos anymore, so whatever. So I'm just going to show you how to go about doing this for yourself in case I take another year or two to upload another video. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, first, let me get rid of this. What you need is a custom firmware that support. Matter of fact, no, that's not the first thing you need. The first thing you need is a switch that's hackable, whether you have a chip installed or whether it's unpatched. If you don't have one of the two, this video is not for you. Just keeping it real. If you have a chip installed, like SX Lite or SX Core, or your switch is unpatched, this is for you and you can proceed. Otherwise, there's no point in you wasting your time. Okay, if you're the kind of person who don't like clutter on your system, you just want the basics, like just a custom firmware, that's it. All you have to do is simply just download Atmosphere and you're pretty much good to go. If you're the kind of person who wants all the bells and whistles, but you don't want to go all over the place trying to find stuff that you need, you can simply use this custom firmware. This is what I use when I don't feel like doing anything, I'm just lazy. If you want a normal one, oh, this is advanced, this is new. I haven't used anything in a long time, so this option is new to me. And normally just go for the minimal if I don't want a lot of stuff in my custom firmware. Like, let me just download it and show you. Okay, this is the minimal, and this is what it comes with. So if you don't want a lot of stuff, it's just basics. The store is there, so you can go into the store and download what you want for yourself. You don't need to these extra stuff that is not needed. But if you want all the stuff, you can simply go for normal. Advanced, I think, has a lot. Well, I got to check that out. I don't know what's in it. Okay, this is the normal one. See, okay. Hmm. Okay, I guess they moved some of the stuff over to advanced because that doesn't seem like a lot of stuff. Okay, let me check. Okay, well, I guess the advanced pack is what I would be using. Alright, so you simply download the pack you want. Just gonna copy it over to my desktop. If you don't want this pack, like I said, you can just download the vanilla atmosphere. It should just work just fine. And we'll do the extractor. There we go. And then what you'll need if you want to run your backups is patches. Without patches, you're not gonna run any backups, just so you know. If you're new to this, this is what you need above anything, above all else. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, if you're going to use Heket to boot your custom firmware, use this option. If you're going to use the Fuse primary, use this option. And all you do, open your custom firmware pack, whether it's Atmosphere, because you don't have to use DeepSea, like I said. You can just extract this instead of extracting the DeepSea. It works just the same. Basically, DeepSea is just a tweaked version of Atmosphere with so-called bloatware, according to other users. But I think it's fine, so I use it. Okay, so all you have to do is just drag and drop, and that's it. The patches are there. Okay, if you have a unpatched system, you can just simply rename this to payload.bin, and that should work. If you have a unpatched system with a Trinket M0 install, renaming it to payload.bin should work just fine. If you have a patch system with a SX Lite, SX Core, this is the same process. Just rename it to payload.bin. Is it payload.bin? Yeah, I think so. And then what you need to do, if you have any of the two first systems with that's not patch, I should say. If you have an unpatched system, just copy this over to your SD card and you're pretty much done. If you have a Mariko switch with a SX Core or SX Lite, you'll need to go to the SXOS website and scroll down to SX Gear. You're not downloading an SX Gear. The SX Gear is actually a dongle. What you want for the SX Gear is actually the boot.bat file that you copy over to your SD card. Same like the one that you would use for the SXOS custom firmware, but this one is way smaller, and all it does is just launches the payload. So simply copy this over, open the file. If you don't get that option to open it in text editor, simply just go to search.txt, open, and simply just drag and drop it over. It should say payload.bin. Just like this, payload.bin. You can rename it to something else, but whatever you rename it to, make sure that it matches the .bin file. After that's done, simply copy everything over to your SD card, put it in your switch. If you have the SX Core, SX Lite, it should boot directly into the Heket menu, and you can boot your custom firmware from that. If you're using Atmosphere and you don't want to use Heket, rename the fuse primary to payload.bin, just like I did with the Heket payload, and it should boot directly into Atmosphere. That's how you make a custom firmware pack. Real simply, real easy. This is the easy way of going about doing it. You can compile it by yourself, do everything by yourself. It's just too much, and I don't have time for that. For users who just want to use their Switch and they don't know how to update their firmware from scratch, that's how you go about doing it. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If I missed anything, please let me know in the comment section and I'll try to help you out. But that's it for this video. Really hope it helped, and thanks for watching.